So Todd, I'm really pleased that you agreed to come on and have this conversation. And it's great because for me, it's like the phrase, what would you do if you weren't getting paid for it, if it wasn't your job? And having a conversation with you and talking about your adventures and talking to you anyway, and men and exploring stuff that about our feelings and what we do would be that for me. So yeah, it's win-win-win for me. Thank you for doing this, buddy.
Absolutely. Likewise.
Awesome, awesome. So you are in Canada. Like we've connected through an amazing soul, an amazing coach, and we've had that rapport, I think. And I've been honored to support what you do with AirNEST. So tell us briefly about your journey, and then we'll kind of, get into you and dig a bit deeper if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah, sure. Well, the journey is a big word. So I'll just start with my entrepreneurial journey because that's the newest journey I've been on.
Let's do that, and trust me, we will get into the deeper stuff.
Yeah, no problem. So I had an idea that wouldn't go away, and the idea that I had was to marry a tent and a mattress to bring a solution to the table for the camping for people who love to camp. And there's two main problems with that. So people often struggle to set up a tent, and take it down and blow up the mattresses. And then they also have a really shitty sleep when they go camping. So being a lifelong camper, I've experienced both of those equally on many different levels in many different places all over the world. And the idea just wouldn't go away. So it was like, one day I kind of finally put pen to paper, and it was actually scissors and paper and tape, and made a little prototype of my tent. Right. So that was the first part of the manifestation process, was actually like bringing it from here and putting it into here in something of a physical nature, even if it was just paper and tape. Right. I had the shape, I had the idea, I went from there. So here we are, fast forward 5 years later. I've got a big time education in launching a brand and launching a product and building this thing that I'm going to offer to the world in about a month here. So exciting times. But yeah, the final product, it's called the AirNEST by Rise Outdoor, and it is a fully integrated tent with a built-in mattress that you can inflate in about 2 minutes time. And you get a really good sleep because the mattress, it's a wall-to-wall mattress. It's a really roomy tent. People love it, and it's been fun. It's been a fun journey. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to check this out, and I can't wait till it's available in Europe, in the UK, and you're launching in the US and Canada. And we were just before we came on camera, you were saying you're looking at Japan as well. And so look, I'm not a camping person, but since I've connected with you and seen this product and seen it emerge from idea to concept to Chinese manufacturer arrangement, and I know you're delighted with them, and everything's going well with God's grace. So I've seen it take form, and I also have seen the post where you take it on the back of an open trailer at 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, and it still withstands that. And you have also, am I right, camped on the Great Wall of China?
I've camped by the Great Wall of China. Yeah, I didn't want to, because I was definitely have huge respect for that thing. It's this giant. I don't know if you've been there, but it's one of those things when you're standing on the Great Wall of China and you're like, oh my God, like this thing stretches for thousands of kilometers. So when I was in China visiting the factory, we kind of had we ticked all the boxes and we got all the things done we need to do. And I kind of had a one spare day, and I was like, man, it would be cool if we could set up the tent on the Great Wall of China or something like that. So we tried, but then we're like, there was guards all over the place and stuff like that, and I was just like, okay, that's fine, we don't need to do it there. But he led me, this our guide, or this another guy led us to this place where he's like, what about this? And it was perfect. It was like 50 meters from the base of the wall, and there was nobody that could see in or around or anything, and it was just like really, really old school. So we kind of got permission to camp there from the guard, so that was cool. And then we woke up early the next morning and went on a big walk along the wall. It was fantastic.
Wow. And is that has that been done before or anything like it, or is it a
I don't
first?
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think the camping culture itself is too huge in China. Even the colleague that I went with, my coordinator for the project coordinator from the factory, he had never ever camped before. So we borrowed a sleeping bag from another factory actually, and I took him out, and he was pretty stoked. It was a good time, good memory for him for sure.
Great. And the thing I'm thinking as well from a kind of a commercial and connection perspective is the team building, right?
100%. Yeah. And those guys are such a pivotal part of the process. I mean, without the factory, and these guys are so smart and they have it dialed in. I think the whole like made in China thing has a bad rap because of, some things of lackluster quality and stuff like that. But when you think about what they build on a daily basis and how they are able to figure out how to make things at scale, it's remarkable. So these are the kind of people that take your idea and actually turn it into something physical. And then the iterative prototyping process was hugely valuable because I could test it at every stage. I could go back to those guys and say, just send them a video on WeChat and just be like, hey, can you change this? We need to move this 3 inches this way and all that stuff. And so that went on and on for, at least a year and a half kind of thing before we really nailed it, all the details, everything with the product. So, and I'm happy enough now with the product that I trust that I can put it out there and people will take it and use it how they will.
Incredible, incredible. And it's I'm sure a lot of the people who are catching this will be interested in the entrepreneur side and the entrepreneur journey. And if we can turn now more to yourself. So I know that you like to travel a lot, and I know you're a family man. Um, One of the things, I guess, the essence of why we're doing what we're doing and what we stand for is redefining masculinity. Not, we don't apologize. We're kind of raising this conversation and proposing what we're proposing, that it's combining being centered, sensitive, but also strong and connected. So, which I think serves us and serves our wives, partners, family, children, and everyone we're connected with. So, um, given that context, what's been your journey? So, in terms of, if we could go, I'm going to go straight for the jugular. What's the toughest experience or period that comes to mind for you? And we'd love to know about that.